Yo, what's good, man? This video, a little push day, a little chest, a little shoulders, a little tries, a little tricep. But yeah, as you can see, I had to get turned up before we went in there. Had to bring that energy to the lift. Y'all know I like to start most of my chest days with bench. So yeah, that was my main compound for the day. Didn't go too crazy, just did like 235 for a few sets, but it was feeling good. After that, I moved on to incline Smith machine for my upper chest. And this movement is superior. I can't even lie. Like, I don't use it too often, but, I throw it in there every once in a while. And, it reminds me, to never really underestimate it because with this movement, like, especially you focusing on time under tension, like, it's going to do wonders for your upper chest. Next, I moved on to these machine chest press. With these, you just want to focus on time under tension. Make sure the handles are placed. You want to put them like right where your underarm line is. So that's how you got to adjust the seat, according to the handle placement on your underarms, because a lot of people, they may, deal with shoulder problems, while doing these, but, a lot of it's because of the placement. Since these are so stable, you really want to push yourself to absolute failure on these. And finally, we get to arms. So just stuck with the basics, good old faithful rope pull downs. If you can, a longer rope would be better, but I didn't have one, so nevertheless, these are still great. You don't need anything extra. Just push hard on these and make sure you're actually squeezing your triceps, like, when you go down. And, also when you come up, let it stretch a little bit. And after that, we moved on to these incline skull crushers. I'm going to just keep it 100, bro. Like, I don't recommend these if you have a weak core or, like, that's, one of your limiting factors on your lifts, because it is a lot of core engagement. But, if you can control it, then, you definitely get a great stretch with your tricep, and you're able to load a good amount of weight. So it's a pretty good movement overall. I enjoy it. Next, I moved on to these lateral raises, and as you can see, I like to do mine leaning in the opposite direction, and that's mainly because like, a lot of times when you do lateral raises, like, you're involving a lot of trap, and a lot of, like, other unwanted muscles. But, leaning in the opposite direction just kind of, puts the tension and the bias, specifically on your side delt, the muscle that you're trying to target. Last but not least, I finished off my workout with these push-ups, man. Good old faithful push-ups. I like doing them with the kettlebell because, it allows me to get a good range of motion. Definitely don't sleep on these, bro. Like, try these out for yourself and, focus on that range of motion. and keeping that tension on your chest, throughout the whole set. And you'll feel it. You feel me? But yeah.
Yo, so yeah, just got done with my workout not too long ago. It was pretty good. Had a little push day, as you can see. Did some chest and triceps, and some shoulders in there. But yeah, it was pretty good. Every week I'm feeling stronger. The log book is making progress, so that's really the main thing. Like, you want to make sure that when you're tracking your stuff, what you should be tracking, like, it may not be every week that you see like your numbers increase or grow up, but it should be like over months, and in multiple weeks that you see like an increase in your log book, whether that's 1 extra rep or like 5 extra pounds, even 2.5 extra pounds. So just be mindful of that. Don't just go in there lifting, and not having a plan, not tracking your stuff, not actively trying to progress. Don't do that. Like, if you're on gear, steroids, TRT, whatever, it's all gear. If you on that, you're not natural, like, yeah, you can, go in there and treat it like it's field day and, like swing off the monkey bars, like, like the pull-up bar or something. And, you'll be fine, bro. Like, you're still going to make gains. You don't got to be as, like, tight on your numbers and stuff. But, like, when you're natural, bro, like, you got to actually pay attention to detail with, like, every small thing. So, like, that's why tracking your meals are important, too. You don't have to track your meals exactly and everything, but, you want to have a good outline of, what you're eating and how much you need to be eating, how much you need to stop eating, for whatever your goal is at the moment. But definitely, tracking your training is, very important. And I think it's slept on. Like, a lot of people don't log their stuff, but, when you try to do it off memory, it's like, sometimes, you might not, remember what you hit last week, or like you're just not mentally prepared. But actually, like, seeing the numbers, like visually, you're like, okay, like, just say, incline dumbbell press. Like, all right, last week I hit 95 for 6. Like, when you see that, you're like, bro, I gotta beat it. You know what I mean? It's like, gives you extra competition, extra motivation. So now you're like, all right, I'm gonna try to get 7. Then boom, like, it's a good chance you get 7. So don't sleep on that. And it's deeper than just like tracking. It's like a mental thing, and it's very important. So like, tap in with that for sure. But yeah, that's it though. I wanted to, share with y'all something real quick. Like, we know we dealing with the election and, stuff like that. But, we just want to make sure that, and it's just a lot of, corrupt stuff that's like going on, in the world right now. And it's like it's been a really big spiritual battle. And it's like, it's a lot of stuff that's put out, to the mainstream and whatnot. Like, most things are just taking people away from God, to say the least. So, or to say the least. But, we just got to be mindful, of what's going on, so we can, combat that. And the only way we can do that is with Christ. Because if most things are evil, how are you going to fight that off? You can't do it by yourself. You need Christ. And a lot of people think, they can do it by themselves and whatnot. But, like, bro, like, it's deeper than just, like, the physical level, bro. Like, stuff will be happening that you really don't have no control over, literally. But, they're not good things. and you physically can't do nothing about it. So, you know, you need to, now more than ever, get your spirit right, you know, get your soul connected to Jesus Christ, you know, asking for forgiveness, you know. Everybody messes up, and I'm not saying just, you know, you gotta be perfect, bro. Like, everybody is human, right? Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody sins. Adam and Eve sin, you know. Like, if you're human, you know, you're gonna sin. You're gonna make mistakes. You know, we live in a world full of it, so, you know, we're bound to mess up. But you don't have to stay like that forever. And every time you do, all you have to do is just get back up. And but you have to do that with you know, getting your spirit right, and you know, trying to get closer to God. And so that brings me to the scripture that I want to share, which is Proverbs 25 and 28, and it says, "He that have no rule over his own spirit is like a city that is broken down and without walls." I'm gonna repeat that. He that have no rule over his own spirit is like a city that is broken down and without walls. So, like, what is that trying to tell us? Well, you tell me. You the one to teach it. Nah, but all right. So basically, like, you know, it just backs up what I just said. When you don't have Christ, you know, and your spirit is not, you know, trying to be fulfilled by Christ, it's just open to all these negative spirits and, you know, the devil and his army, and all this stuff is just like able to come in because, you know, you don't have control of your spirit. You're not like tapped in with the Almighty. You know, you're just living in the world, and you might not even believe in God. But that right there in itself is, like it said, like a city with no walls. That's basically what it is. Like, you have no protection. You know, anything spiritual can come in and take over your body without your permission. You're secretly giving them permission by, you know, not having Christ. You know, but you just don't know that. So a lot of stuff that's going to happen is, you know, stuff that you think you can't control, that's all bad. And it's but basically what it is just the devil and these evil spirits that, you know, that easily was able to come into your life, into your body, you know, because you don't have protection, which is Christ. So, you know, now more than ever, man, like, with everything going on, just you know, draw your spirit closer to God, draw yourself closer to God. You know, don't be ashamed. And don't be scared to run to God or, you know, submit to God because you think you're not perfect. And you're not like the Christian you might see, you know. But I'll just tell you, like, it's a lot of Christians and, you know, a lot of people that, you know, like I said before, everybody's not perfect. So basically, like, one person isn't better than the next just because, you know, they might be further in their walk with Christ or whatnot. Like, everybody starts somewhere, and, you know, God will take you where you are. So, you know, just, it's time to, like, build up that shield, you know. So, and I think everybody should do this, you know, so overall we can have, like, less, you know, demonic and negative spirits and energies, like, surrounding us in the world as a whole. And, you know, like, and just get ready for God, because, you know what he promised us in the book. But you know, other than that, man, that's what I just wanted to share. But hey, y'all stay blessed, y'all stay up. Don't be scared to pick up the fort. You know, eat, go in the gym, train hard. You know, keep God first, find your purpose, and you know, just stick with that, bro. And, you know, don't be easily distracted by, like, stuff that's irrelevant and stuff that's on the media. And just stay true to who you are, true to your beliefs, and you know, ask God to for you to be able to do what He have you to do. And so that's how you're gonna be the happiest. But with that being said, man, I'm out. Y'all stay easy, and Yeah.